morning. So in previous lecture we saw basic voltmeter using permanent magnet moving coil and basic current meter, that is milliampere meter. Okay, so in this voltmeter we need to connect a PMMC, okay, in series with external series resistor, say RS, and this RS value is calculated depends on the voltage applied, maximum voltage applied to this meter, and this is nothing but a V range. Okay, so this RS value is calculated by using formula RS equal to V range. V range is nothing but a maximum voltage applied across the meter, and that should be indicated by a needle deflection. So V range upon IFST, this is the full scale deflection current, minus the resistance of the meter, that is the resistance of PMMC. So this is the basic voltmeter, and in current meter we need to connect this PMMC, okay, in parallel with a resistor RSH. So this is a shunt resistor, okay, and the value of RSH is depends on the maximum current, that is I range, which is to be measured by this meter. Okay, so RSH values depends on the I range that is applied to this meter, and the formula for this is given by, so RSH equal to, so what is the formula? You know that the formula is, what is that? IFST divided by I range minus IFST, okay, into Rm. So this is the formula for RSH. So RSH equal to IFST upon I range minus IFST into Rm. So this is the formula, and depends on this maximum current applied to this meter, which is to be measured safely by this meter, is I range. Okay, so this is IFST is the full scale deflection current. So here we know that the current divides in two parts. So one part is nothing but IFST, full scale deflection current, and another part is the IRSH. So this is the current flowing through the shunt resistor. So this is the basic voltmeter. For different ranges we require the different series resistors, and this is the basic current meter. For different ranges we require a different shunt resistor. We saw there is a multi-range current meter and its advantages, we saw that. Okay, and to avoid that disadvantages we made some arrangement that is known as Ayrton's shunt method. Okay, so there are basic problems which should be asked on these two, basic voltmeter and basic current meter. Let us see one or two problems, okay, from the textbook. So this is the problem. A moving coil galvanometer has a full scale deflection of 5 milliampere and meter resistance of 40 ohm. Convert it to read up to 100 milliampere or up to 10 milliampere or up to 100 milliampere. So in this case, let us solve this problem. Okay, so the given problem is, a moving coil galvanometer for full scale deflection. That means IFSD is 5 milliampere and meter resistance is 40 ohm. That means Rm is 40 ohm. So this is the PMMC given to you, which is having IFSD 5 milliampere and meter resistance is 40 ohm, and you are going to design a current meter which can be used to measure 10 milliampere and 100 milliampere. That means I range is 10 milliampere and another I range is 100 milliampere. So I range 1 and I range 2. So this is the simple, and we know the formula to find the RSH value. So you have to construct, means you have to find the RSH value for this. Okay, so that means the simple, you can draw the diagram. So there is a PMMC, okay, so which is having IFSD that is equal to 5 milliampere, okay, and meter resistance is 40 ohm. Then we need 2 shunt resistors for first range, that is 10 milliampere, and for another range which is 100 milliampere. Okay, so we need to connect now first range and second range. So you are going to find RSH1 and RSH2. Okay, now by using the simple formula you have to substitute here. So RSH equal to IFSD divided by I range minus IFSD into Rm. Okay, so here IFSD is 5 milliampere divided by I range is for 10 milliampere minus 5 milliampere into Rm is 40 ohm. So just it is a very simple calculation, 10 minus 5 milliampere divided by 5 milliampere. So 5 milliampere divided by 5 milliampere into 40 ohm. So it get cancelled, ampere and 5 get cancelled, remains 40 ohm. Okay, so for this first we require RSH 40 ohm. Similarly you can find, so just you have to put the IFSD is 5 milliampere. Now here I range is 100 milliampere, and you can easily find by this calculation, and it will be like 2.11 ohm. Okay, so you can calculate from yourself, it is 2.11 ohm. So by using the same formula, just you have to put the I range value different, that is 100 milliampere now. Okay, so you can easily solve this. So such type of problems will be asked in the exam, and that is we are going to solve the example based on this basic voltmeter. Okay, so we solve the example for this current meter. Now we are going to solve the example for the basic voltmeter. So consider there is another example here. Okay, so see the given, the PMMC meter carry the maximum current of 15 milliampere. What it means? A PMMC meter carry the maximum current of 15 milliampere. It means that maximum current is nothing but IFSD. Okay, so another problem we are going to solve here, example. So here IFSD equal to 15 milliampere. Okay, the next point is when a PD of 0.75 volt is applied across it. Okay, when 15 milliampere current IFSD current flows through it, when potential difference is 0.75 volt. So that means you can write here Vm equal to 0.75 volt. So now what is your problem? How will you convert into voltmeter for measuring 150 volt? Okay, so there is a simple PMMC with IFSD is 15 milliampere and Vm equal to 0.75 volt, and you have to convert it to measure. Measure means maximum range voltage. Okay, so V range is the maximum voltage that should be measured, that is here given 150 volt. So V range equal to 150 volt. So the simple formula is given here. So you have to calculate the series resistance RS. So RS equal to V range divided by IFSD minus Rm. Okay, so this RS equal to V range is now 150 volt, IFSD is here 15 milliampere. Okay, so now we know the value of this Rm. So Rm equal to, by using Ohm's law, you know that. So by using Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. Okay, so here in this meter, V is nothing but Vm, I is nothing but IFSD, R is nothing but resistance of meter. Okay, so just we can solve. So Vm, now the formula is Vm equal to IFSD into Rm. So you can easily solve this for Rm. So Rm equal to Vm upon IFSD. So Vm is 0.75 volt divided by, so IFSD is 15 milliampere. You can solve it. Okay, so 0.75 volt divided by 15 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So when it changes from denominator to numerator, it becomes 10 raised to plus 3. So 0.75 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 15. Okay, so volt by ampere is ohm. So it becomes into 10 raised to 3, 1, 2, 3. This 750 divided by 15. Okay, so you can easily solve this. It becomes 50 ohm. So you are going to minus it, 50 ohm. So you can easily solve. So this is a 10 raised to minus, milli means 10 raised to minus 3. When it goes into numerator, it becomes 10 raised to plus 3. So now, so this 15 110. So you get this 10 and 10 raised to minus 8 becomes plus 3. 10 into 10 raised to plus 3. Now V by current is ohm. So minus 50 ohm. So now it becomes, it is 10k. Okay, 10 raised to 3 means 10k. It is 10k minus, so it is 50 ohm. So if you convert it into k, it becomes how much k? 1, 2, 3. 0.05 kilo ohm. Okay, so ohm is converted into kilo ohm because you got the same unit. So here 50 means here we can multiply it by 10 raised to minus 3 and plus 3. Okay, so that they get cancelled each other and remains 50 ohm as it is. Okay, so here like this. So 50 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to plus 3. So you can multiply by 10 raised to minus 3 and plus 3. That means these get cancelled and remains 50. So but here if you multiply this, you get 1, 2 and 3. That's why 0.05 into 10 raised to 3, that is 0.05 kilo ohm. Okay, so like that you can call the unit. So it becomes now 10 kilo minus 0.05. So now it becomes 9.95 kilo ohm. Okay, so like this you can find out the resistance value RS. So you know the RM. By giving these two you can find out the RM. So you can just calculate this like this. Okay, so you can use here and you will get the RS. So that means to measure a 150 volt you require this PMMC in series with 9.95 kilo ohm. Then you can apply a 150 volt, so that it shows a maximum. When we apply 150 volt, it shows a maximum deflection. So this is the formula based on this basic voltage. Okay, so there is another important point is voltage sensitivity and loading effect. So this voltage sensitivity and loading effect is considered only for voltmeter. Okay, so it is considered with respect to only for the voltmeter. It is voltage sensitivity and loading effect. So voltage sensitivity means what? So voltage sensitivity is measured in unit ohm per volt. It means that if we apply 1 volt, then for that PMMC to give a maximum deflection, what we require a resistance. Okay, so there is resistance per volt. Okay, so if it is 0 to 10 volt, 0 to 10 volt voltmeter, so if we apply a 1 volt for this maximum deflection, okay, if you apply 1 volt, then how much resistance we require? Okay, so if for 1 volt how much resistance is required, that means we require the maximum internal resistance. And the deflection, if you apply 1 volt for this deflection, how much resistance we require? That is nothing but ohm per volt. Okay, so let us consider one example. Okay, if we apply 1 volt, okay, if we apply 1 volt and suppose 100 microampere current flows through it, that is 100 microampere current is here IFST. If you apply 1 volt and then the maximum current IFST current is 100 microampere, then in that case the resistance for that PMMC is given by 1 volt divided by 100 microampere. Okay, so this is simple. The current is this one, voltage is this one. Then by Ohm's law we can easily find 1 volt divided by 100 microampere. So in that case, for such 1 volt, if you apply 1 volt and IFSD current flows rate for such PMMC, the sensitivity, voltage sensitivity S is given by 1 divided by IFST, full scale deflection current, which is nothing but ohm. Okay, so V by I is nothing but ohm. It is for 1 volt, so it is ohm per volt. It is ohm per volt. So this is, if we apply 1 volt, then IFSD current flows through it. So simply sensitivity you can calculate by using S equal to 1 by IFST. That is nothing but ohm per volt is the unit of the meter. Okay, so this is the sensitivity. So we know the formula RS equal to, okay, so RS equal to V range divided by IFSD minus RM. Okay, so this is the formula in a voltmeter for series resistance RS. So V range upon 1 upon IFSD is nothing but a sensitivity into V range minus RM. Okay, so therefore S into V range equal to RS plus RM. Okay, RS plus RM. So now what is RS plus RM? So if we consider this meter, so this is the RM, okay, and this is RS. So RS plus RM is nothing but total resistance of the meter. So RS plus RM is nothing but total resistance of the meter, so which is given by, so here RT, total resistance of meter is nothing but RS plus RM, that is S into V range. So we can calculate, if you are given the sensitivity, if you know the maximum voltage range to be measured, then in that case you can calculate the total resistance of meter RT equal to RS plus RM. So RS is the series resistance connected here, RM is the meter resistance, so RS plus RM is nothing but a total resistance. Okay, so this voltage sensitivity and loading effect comes in terms of voltmeter. Okay, then the loading effect means what? So just I want to give a basic idea of loading effect. Okay, so always this voltmeter is connected across the resistor to measure voltage. Suppose I want to measure this voltage, okay, of across this resistor, then you have to connect the voltmeter in parallel with that resistor. Okay, so positive negative, positive is connected towards positive potential, negative is connected towards negative potential. Okay, so this voltage, so voltmeter is connected across this resistor. Then if you connect this, there is a needle deflection. So we know that to deflect this needle we require the current. So simple thing is, it takes a current from this circuit for the needle deflection. Okay, so this is the current in the circuit, but if you connect this voltmeter, then it draws some current from the circuit for the needle deflection. Okay, because for the needle deflection we require to apply some current, so it draws some current from the circuit. That what it means, if this voltmeter draws some current, then the circuit current changes. Okay, as the circuit current changes, the voltage across the resistance also changes, so we get a error in the voltage measurement. So this is nothing but a loading effect. Okay, so if you connect the voltmeter if we connect the voltmeter across this resistor in the circuit to measure voltage, so in that case it draws some current for the deflection and it changes the circuit current. Okay, so as circuit current changes, the voltage across the resistor also changes, so we get some error in the voltage measured. To minimize this, we can't null this total error, but we are going to minimize it. Okay, we can't remove this error. Okay, because when you connect the voltmeter, it draws some current, so we cannot remove this current, so we can minimize this error. Okay, we cannot remove this error, but we can minimize this error by using suitable voltage sensitivity meter. So this is a relation between the voltage sensitivity and the loading effect. Okay, so now we are going to stop here. I will again discuss in my next lecture the voltage sensitivity and loading effect. Okay.